Hi, I'm Nicole Urken, Research Director for Mad Money, and I'm here with my brother, Ross Kenneth Urken, who's Personal Finance Editor at The Street. And we're here once again with the one and only Jim Cramer. Welcome back to Old Dog, New Blog,
Learned a lot.
where we continue to teach Jim new tricks and trades.
I was up at Twitter yesterday, and we're all buzzing about the things that we've been doing, whether it be the emoticons or the tweet ratio. People should go back and look at those videos. They've become very talked about in that particular sphere.
Absolutely. And today, Jim, we're going to have you drink from the fountain of youth again.
All right, I like that. Ponce de Leon's way. One of my old friends.
Absolutely.
I think I was here when he came.
Absolutely. No, I have no doubts. But Nicole, my sister, is a big user of Airbnb. So we want to talk about the shared economy and allowing you to leverage technology to make some cash on the side.
But she once told me, she said, I'm on Airbnb, and because of the way the world is, I said, oh, of course, I love Airbnb. I use it all the time. And then I Googled it, and I realized that was just me trying to sound like I knew what I was talking about. Old Dog. Old Dog says I use it all the time because he doesn't want to admit that he's never heard of it.
Exactly.
You're pretty good at faking that, though. So just to clarify, now you know what it is, but Airbnb, you can go on if you are, let's say, leaving the city for a 2-week vacation. You have a studio in the West Village. You can post your studio online for, say, $200 a night and actually pay for a good portion of your trip.
Who the heck would do that? Why would I want to be in your studio?
Well, it's cheaper than a Manhattan hotel by and large. You get the kitchen, you get the bathroom and shower, and
so someone would rather be in somebody else's place because they want to save some money.
Definitely.
Yes.
And from the person who's posting it perspective, you get to make some money for doing nothing.
But why would you want people in your place?
Yeah, well, this is actually something I did many times. It paid for a couple of my vacations. I think Ross, you have a different view. Ross is a little more clean and tidy.
Yeah, I'm very obsessive compulsive. I can't. My home is my sanctuary. Yeah. My wife and I are the only people who sleep there. It's not okay for strangers to use my kitchen and all of that.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, who vetted these people? Do you know what they were like? Do you know whether they could steal things? Is there a bond?
Well, one thing you can do is get renter's insurance, which is pretty easy. Okay. But generally, this is kind of, again, Airbnb in particular attracts this younger, savvy crowd. If you're really looking to steal someone's stuff, you're not probably going to do it through an Airbnb channel. There are a lot of easier ways to go.
And I go to Airbnb.com and I post my place. How do they make money?
Now, they make money by taking a cut of the rental. Whereas, I know you're familiar with HomeAway, which we've talked about on Mad Money. That's more of a subscription-based model. But a lot of companies have really really embraced this exchange type of structure. We've talked about Wyndham as well.
I get this. This makes sense. Now, it would make sense for my kids. I'm not going to suggest, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to give anyone my place overnight in Brooklyn. I'm just not going to do that. But I totally understand if my daughter came down and wanted to rent a place, I could see them doing it. I think it makes sense.
Yeah, and it's really for the renters themselves, part of this generational mindset where 20 and 30-somethings can use what they have to really buffer themselves against periods of unemployment or to enhance their income. So
you see, again, this is a part of a generational shift, and it may be just this era, but everyone's trying to make a little more money than they do. And when I was coming of age in New York City, you made money and you didn't think about it, and jobs were plentiful.
Right.
Jobs are not.
In this age of underemployment, people are coming up with new strategies. And Ross, you were mentioning this shared economy notion. In addition to people making additional money, it also incentivizes people to travel in cheaper ways and more inventive ways.
It's true. I mean, the numbers tell the story. Forbes estimates the revenue coming from the shared economy will surpass $3.5 billion this year, with growth exceeding 25%. And it's been said that people are really their own entrepreneurs. They're their micro innkeepers. And
this is from the old dog perspective, okay? You lived at home, you went to college, then you moved on, all right? And you got a job, and you had yourself. Now, these are people who are monetizing themselves, basically. I never would think to have done that, but that's obviously the new way.
All right, so Airbnb, probably not something you will use,
No,
but something to be aware of in this shared economy,
Right.
an important
And
trend.
I no longer, when someone mentions Airbnb, will say, oh yeah, I use that all the time.
It's all,
fine.
this is all about sounding cool. We want to keep making Jim Cramer cooler and cooler each week. Keep checking back. Old Dog, New Blog. I'm Nicole Urken, Research Director. Ross Kenneth Urken, Personal Finance Editor. And of course, Jim Cramer. Check back with us.
Thank you.